What up, though? Welcome, welcome, welcome, oh, welcome. Let's get it. Andrew, what's up, brother? Andrew, what's up, admin? Admin Andrew. What's up, bro Ham? Welcome. Let's see what else I have in here to play while we wait for some tracks to come in. Excuse me. What's up, 92 Beats?
Yo, flow sweeter than some Kool-Aid that you made. Fresher than the new fade, still old school like a two-way. Beard showing a few grays, still fly, fuck what you say. Skinny around the waist with the demeanor of a bully. I'm trying to get money, canoodle them rubles. I needed all that kid and caboodle. Get in the way, get dog walk like poodles. Devour MCs like oodles and noodles. So if it's a problem, it might just get brutal. At your funeral, hearing them bugles. Never heard me pick up your phone and type my name in Google. Yeah. Anyone can get it. From rappers to actors to critics to all they homies that said they was with it. To anybody that I may have admitted, I'll snap back they cap until it looks fitted. Melting these mics on the daily because everything that I spit is acidic.
What's up, Roger P? What's up, LD40? Eric Rob, what up, homie? How you been?
I don't mean this literally when I look that way. Big, bold, bitch, too many handles. She said, grip this, I ain't fragile. Can't bust it with no ammo. Now go ahead, let there be lights. I look around, they're inspired. No matter all the walls that they built up for us, they're getting set up on fire. Suspicious activity, I ain't detecting a lie. Their fan behavior cooling me, no propellers and fly. I mean, if you're really offended by the comments I'm making, then we can meet up in the plaza. Ain't worried about the group that you can bring, I ain't worried about nada. Y'all can never be the pain in my neck and my back, just saying next caller.
I completely forgot I had this version of this fucking song. All right, Mark. What's up, Denser Sut? What's goody? What y'all getting into today? I got the Celtics and the Cavs on in the background. See what's about to pop off in this game. First time I've seen Jason Tatum play this year. What's good with y'all? What is good? Let me see here.
Ooh, jealousy is so ugly. You wanna cancel me, I'll cancel you. When you ain't nobody that I should answer to. Trying to end a life, man, you's a cancer too. I'm not gonna tiptoe, I won't dance for you. Fuck that cancel culture. Fuck it, fuck it. Fuck that cancel culture. Fuck it, fuck it. Fuck that cancel culture. Fuck it, fuck it. Fuck that cancel culture, and I'm done. The American dreams to have money and be famous, but jealousy remains in the hands of those that's nameless. Joe Smo messes up and he's going blameless. She get a little money and it changes how they frame this. They get on social media and they want to cut up. If it's not illegal, you should probably shut the fuck up. Antetokounmpo, you should get your bucks up instead of pushing feelings. How you broken, acting stuck up, crying like a baby. You're too old to be coddled. Stop snitching, stop bitching, bro. I thought that was the motto. Now somebody messes up, we treat it like the lotto. Frontin' like it's cool, but really this shit is not, bro. You wanna cancel me, I'll cancel you. When you ain't nobody that I should answer to. Trying to end a life, man, you's a cancer too. I'm not gonna tiptoe, I won't dance for you. Fuck that cancel culture. Fuck it, fuck it. Fuck that cancel culture. Fuck it, fuck it. Fuck that cancel culture. Fuck it, fuck it. Fuck that cancel culture, and I'm done.
This song is so old. This shit like 5 years old. I never finished it. That's all musicians though, right? We got a collection of shit we never finished. I need one more track to get in before I can start playing. So I'll play one more track. Hopefully we get something in. And then we'll get going with some music. Is this the song or just the beat?
Got to where we are, yeah.
Oh! Yeah. Yeah. Space out, space out. Listen, listen, listen, listen. Space out, space out. Listen, listen, listen, listen. Space out, space out. Listen, listen, listen, listen.
Sometimes I think about you and I and how we got
to where we are.
Yeah. Markmatic. I got one voice, but it's a lot of decisions to make. We put in so much hours, but even minutes can't save. How much longer you want me to wait? I'm becoming impatient. I had quicksand beneath me when I should have been floating. Do it like that, only slow. I heard you when you told him. I've been a timekeeper, this hourglass that I'm holding. Yeah, he had you in the past, but that ain't important. I done forgot the man when I became him. Always go back to the kid, cause I be ready to save them, yeah. I keep from confrontation, but if in case I'm with all the smoking, I be ready to place him. When he played back the tape.
Spaced out. Spaced out. Listen, listen, listen. Listen. Spaced out. Spaced out. Listen, listen, listen.
Yo, fire emoji, everything I spit is that heat. How you play the front when you riding up in the backseat. My mind stays spaced out like the gap in some bad teeth. And I can play the villain, a hero, nigga, just ask me. On top of my game,
I'm not gonna
like
hold
a
y'all.
professional.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. One of my favorite bars I ever spit, and it's not even that hard of a bar, is the I stay spaced out like the gap between bad teeth. Nigga, that's a bar. I don't care what nobody say. This song old as fuck too though. It's like 5 years old. Spaced out. Hey, spaced out. Listen, listen, listen. Listen!
Yo, fire emoji, everything I spit is that heat. How you play the front when you riding up in the backseat. My mind stays spaced out like the gap in some bad teeth. And I can play the villain, a hero, nigga, just ask me. On top of my game like a professional athlete. My brain running circles and circles. Track meet, so don't approach me. Talking slick with that fast beat, cause you'll get left sleeping with them fishes. Grab me, and when it's time to talk to me, make sure that you listen. Cause most of y'all are see-through and I'm x-ray with the vision. Take heed of this warning when you're making your decisions. Cause the outcome might be something that you didn't envision. Told you from the beginning, nigga, I am fire like a tire sight. Got me seeing blood, vampire bites. Go ahead and test me if you thinking that I'm wired right. I'll be back like Star Wars giving you Empire Strikes.
Spaced out. Spaced out. Listen, listen, listen. Listen! Spaced out. Spaced out. Art a real blazer. You just gotta resubmit the song from yesterday, brother. What's up, RSB? What's up, Rich Hustle? What is the dealios? Hopefully we have enough songs in to get started. And we are there, baby. All right, so up first we've got Denser Sut with My Song. My Song, my band. What's up, Rich Hustle? What's goody, fam? All right. And in case you missed that, if you submitted yesterday, you just have to resubmit today. All right, Denser Sut. Let's go. What's up, JJ Biggs? Let's go. Drop a whole elbow on that like button, baby. Hey. Come on, let's go. This shit is a bop. The vocal mix could be a lot better, but this shit's a bop off the jump. Come on. Ben yapan o gidişlerin hayat umursamadı bana gülmedi senden tek bir güzellik görmedim İkisi memnun etmeye çalışırsan bir gün kendini kaybedersin Bir gün kendini kaybedersin ben bunları hak ettim mi dersin Kafamda bağıran düşünceler var ben bunları hak ettim ne dersin Aynaya bakamaz bir hale geldim içimde fırtına koparıp durdum Dil dökemezsin kalbin konuşur insan neden ağlar bilirsin Canım beni ara gözlerimle gördüm o güzel manzara Yaktım bir sigara her yanım yara Her gece attım o güzel kahkaha Gece düştüm dara canım beni ara Gözlerimle gördüm o güzel manzara Yaktım bir sigara her yanım yara Her gece attım o güzel kahkaha Son duruma beni yanmaya geldim Çektim acıyla yoruldu beden Kendime bildim ben seni sevdim Çözdü kalbimle hepsini gören Beni gör beni duy benim ol
Yanımda kalan tek isterim o. Sessiz gecemde doğan bir yol. Sönmeye ateşim gel benim ol. Kalbinin kapısını ben çaldım. Görmedim beni yüzüm yabancı. Her şey bir iftiradan ibaret. Gece düştüm dara. Canım beni ara. Gözlerimle gördüm o güzel manzara. Yaktım bir sigara. Her yanım yara. Her gece artık o güzel kahkaha.
Yeah, that shit was a bop. I fuck with that shit. I fucks with it.
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
Oh, woo! Yeah, that shit was a bop, dog. It just needs to be, the vocal needs to be mixed better, but you got a banger there. That shit bangs. I fucks with it. I fucks with it heavy. What's up, Dave? Rich Hustle said, I'm about to send a song I recorded opening my basement. Not really mixed, but the song itself and lyrics are fire. I be the motherfucking judge of that, nigga. What was this again? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Ah! That shit gives me a night out in fucking Miami vibes and shit. Man, I'm gonna have to fix this hat. I got like a fucking bump on my fucking head. And it's like every hat that I'm wearing is rubbing up against that shit. But y'all know I always wear hats. So, you know what I'm saying? That shit. That shit. Yeah, that feels better. Oh, if your head look like that. My shit ain't that bad, fam. I just need to brush it or comb it or pick it out. Cause my hair is fucking, I don't have normal black people hair. Don't do me, dog. I don't have normal black people hair. So like my hair is kind of straight. So if the shit ain't fucking I gotta style my shit. Yeah, it's thinning a little bit in the front. But nigga, I literally just had an afro for 5 fucking years. I can clearly grow hair. Don't do me. Don't do me. I literally had an afro for 5 years. I just cut the shit off. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck's sake. Y'all niggas out here just dick eating for no reason. Y'all cool with me, man. What profile am I? It says I have 145 messages. Bitch, I'm about to say I gotta be on the wrong channel. I check my shit frequently. Man, you can have 2 likes for me today. Bam, you get 2 likes from me today. Not very many people can say that. What did I type? All right, let's go. Let's get it, bro. Matteo Guglielmente. Right? That's that right? Matteo Guglielmente. I know I'm not saying that shit right. Matteo Guglielminetti. Matteo Guglielminetti. I do this every time. I know you're like, motherfucker, just play my goddamn track, bro. Just play my goddamn track. I didn't ask you to butcher my name 17 times on stream. Just to beat. Let's go. Yeah, it's hot as fuck here too, but I'm trying to go without I'm trying to condition myself to be a little warmer because normally I'm like somebody like right now outside it's like 78 degrees, so my air conditioner would automatically be on. 68 degrees. As soon as it's warmer than 68 degrees outside, my air conditioner normally comes on. I'm trying to condition myself this year to deal with a warmer temperature so I can get a cheaper fucking power bill. I don't want to keep paying the power bill that I'm paying. What is this? Whose general chat is this? Sorry. Google Mente. So it's Google Mente? That don't sound right. I feel like I'm just being disrespectful at that point. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the track though. Just the beat. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey, hey, hey, hey, hey, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. The drums are too loud on this. You need another melody or something. See, this shit is hard. This switch should have came a little earlier. This hard as fuck. I think the arrangement on this could be better. I think the bass is fine. I think that might have to do with the way that the sound is coming through the system. But I think the bass is fine on this. I think that the hi-hats are a little loud. I think that the arrangement could be better because it's like just a section that I don't even really feel like it's arranged like it's not structured to be able to sing or rap on it because I don't feel like it has because it could have like if you could start with a chorus, verse, chorus, and then drop that second section, that shit would hit. But there you need I feel like you need to find another sound in here so that you can stretch this out to be a full verse. Cause I feel like it'll get repetitive because you only have like the one little noise and another noise under it. Yeah, you just have the pads and you just have the bells. So it just makes for not the most enticing arrangement because there's no more sounds. The shit sounds dope though. What you have sounds dope. I just feel like it could be arranged better and you could add another piece and it would set the beat off because it would make it easier for you to be able to arrange everything how you want to. It'll be able, because like I always say, at a bare minimum, if you have chords, a melody, and a counter melody, you could put a beat together because you could play all three of them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? The chords, the melody, and the counter melody, that's the chorus. And then for the verse, you can just go between the chords and the melody, and then the chords and the counter melody. And then, you know, bam, it's just an easy way to mix a verse. And here, there's just not the last step to get another melody to allow you to do that, if that makes sense. Yeah, and like you see what Ryder's saying, just some simple strings or something on the hook might be able to get it done for you. Even just following the chords and shit, you know? Not a bad beat though. I'll give you one of these.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
What's up, Baker Effects? All right, up next we got Roger P. I like Medicine times Bobby O. Even sending over some bangers lately. Let's check this shit out.
Hey, Medicina. Right about now, I want to send a salute to all my dogs, all my plugs, all the niggas who kept me consistent, all the niggas who kept me right, kept me making money. I appreciate y'all, you feel me? Real shit. Hey, Broadgen Heights got me in the coca, had them grands for 20. The quality wasn't right, but we was making good money. We was making some change. Upgraded the fishy from the city, blow hundreds. Yeah. Put me in the position to get rich, we was running. I love you, nigga. R.I.P. my dog for life. Shit on me like poltergeist. Seen him in my dreams, he said easy. Get your business right. Multiple streams of income, not just from selling ice. I miss that nigga till kingdom come. He gave the best advice. The Asian plug sold me nice, had me evil. Been dealing the white so long that it don't feel illegal. Stay clear of them fuck brothers, niggas be quick to sneak you. Or scandalous little sluts wearing nothing but see-through. I don't trust these hoes at all. Code name Blue, got me locked up for trapping. Then came to one of my shows acting like nothing happened. I done ran the streets, been large, I'm about that action. Can't relate to this music, you out here capping. Stupid bastard. The word is I could be under investigation, so I try to keep it low. I got the hammer just in case I get into altercations. These niggas better keep it cool. Get the coca from the Spanish and my guns from the Asians. The way I live ain't nothing new. There's 3 bitches in my hotel suite and they naked. They love that I'm a criminal.
Them plays I had to make, me and mama was trying to get by. I learned to back to work before I could put knots in the tie. Them fiends always coming back as long as you give them the fight. Now I'm like Tony in the tub watching them pelicans fly. Color correction on the presses, had to cut back the dye. They taking pills with no water, quenching they thirst is the high. Rest in peace to my nigga D, he used to front us the pies. Had me a man serving the city, putting plan in the dry. You cooked the white up in the pot and then you plated the dry. Marijuana, my best friend, the coke I never could try. My cousin Thomas was the first to ever show me a knot. He said you get one, don't hesitate, send niggas to the sky. Lynch.
The word is I could be under investigation, so I try to keep it low. I got the hammer just in case I get into altercations. These niggas better keep it cool. Get the coca from the Spanish and my guns from the Asians. The way I live ain't nothing new. There's 3 bitches in my hotel suite and they naked. They love that I'm a criminal.
I feel like I've heard this before, this chorus. It's saying I get my guns from the Asians. I feel like have you sent this before? Yeah, I heard this already. I gave you a review on this already. Last week. As soon as it started playing, I felt like I heard it already. Yeah, I've already heard that, bro. I gave you a critique. It's a cool song. It just needs to be mixed a little better. Ah, I got you. The feature is fire. It just needs to be same thing. It just needs to be mixed a little better. Good track though. Good track. I mean, the feature was fire. All right, up next we got The Road Beats, Andrew Carter. Let's go. Oh, this is slumping. This is tough. Man, shut the fuck up. Yeah, that shit was smooth.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Leroy.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
That shit was smooth. I just seen in this game. Look, I ain't trying to sound like a douchebag because I'm fitting to sound like a douchebag. The Cleveland Cavaliers owner retired his son's name in the Raptor because his son passed away. That nigga ain't lace up and play one goddamn game for the Cavaliers. Every Cavalier person that's ever played for the team and has taken the team to the playoffs should be fucking pissed off that this nigga's son's in the Raptor because he passed away. Fuck out of here. Sorry, I know that was insensitive, but nigga put his son in the Raptors. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. All right, up next, I've got Deharia Dave. I'm going to smoke, though, so I'm going to go grab some herb and a couple of beers, and then I'm going to play this track. So I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Bitch. Pause. Pause. Ceremony! Huh. Huh. Ergo. He said, I'm on shift making pizzas right now. Where you making pizzas at? No hate here. I used to make pizzas. I was the youngest manager in Papa John's history when I got promoted to a manager. All right. Here we go, fellas and fellettes. All right, up next we got Deharia Dave, Night Train 1980. Let's go. Dave, this sounds like the start of a horror movie, my boy. Ashmit Nakra, what's up? I feel like this beat is the soundtrack to my smoke session right now as I'm over here fucking getting fried. And it finally got to the drop and it stopped on its own. We'll wait a second, see if it just picks back up. If not, I'll just start it over. Well, I'll start it from there. That's what I was waiting for the whole time. We'll start it from there. 546. Come on, intrawebs. Play the motherfucker. What's up, Stamina? What the fuck is... Well, Dave, I normally only give 3.5 minutes. That shit's pretty dope, though, man. Good soundtrack. For real, that shit would be the soundtrack to a movie. A good beginning scene when there's like a lot of walking around. Maybe niggas at the train station. He's looking at his ticket. He's getting on the train and shit like that. Fire. I normally only play 3.5 minutes of a song. I play about 7 of that. So Dave been around, no, he know. I think the drums fit the flow of the track because it's supposed to be a 1988 feel, and that's kind of how drums was gonna hit back then. It wasn't gonna smack like modern synthwave music. Just my opinion, but that shit was cool, Dave.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Leroy.
Oh, I'm smoking RSB, so I don't normally smoke. Well, I don't smoke chronic on camera. So my camera will be back up in a minute. I just got to finish smoking. I'm still here though. Speaking of which, you're up next because the rules are. I mean, I don't know if Roger knows or not. But if you submit more than once, you have to wait for everybody else's song to play before your second song plays, unless you super chat. Not telling you to super chat, but those are just the rules here. The NBA makes me so mad. I don't even really like watching basketball as much as I used to. Because they play like shit. Niggas don't really play defense. And they just jack up shots. I hate watching niggas jack up bad shots. I hate watching a motherfucker jack up a shot with like 19 seconds left in the play clock and you're not wide open. I don't know. It's hard to watch. RSB. Same thing, Sarbonis. I'm smoking, so the camera's got to be off for a couple minutes. Yeah, but that's because of taxes. It's not scripted. The NBA and the NFL isn't scripted. Maybe some fucked up shit does happen, but it's not scripted. I have family members that have played in the NFL. And I'm not even saying that referees don't fix games and shit like that. But the reason why see, people don't understand that shit. If the WWE did it first. It was because they were being registered as a sport, and the taxes that the owners have to pay on owning a sports team is much greater than sports entertainment. So what you register your company at affects how much taxes the government takes out of the full revenue of the league. So they just re-registered the shit. But the games aren't pre-made outcomes and shit like that, you know? This shit's not wrestling. But referees do get involved with Vegas and all that other shit. It's not wrestling, though. It's not wrestling. But things about professional sports that make it seem like it's rigged is that shit that can't be controlled. Like teams like the LA teams from Boston, typically teams from New York, those teams are going to be good because of where they're at. People want to live in New York, and those markets make the most money. Sell the most, they sell the most shit. They have the biggest fan bases. So it makes sense that they're always good because they always have the most money. It doesn't matter if they go over the cap. Like Golden State, it doesn't matter. These teams, it doesn't matter if they go over the salary cap because they have the money to pay this shit. A team like Indiana Pacers, they ain't got the money to pay that shit, Cleveland Cavaliers don't have the money to pay that shit. Yeah, but I fuck with the duo. I'm kind of in a decline on the WWE right now because I don't like the shit right now. Like, if you watch this channel for a while and you follow this channel, I fuck with wrestling. Like, I watch wrestling. I don't have a problem admitting that I like wrestling. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, talk shit about me if you want to. I don't give a fuck. But I watch wrestling. I fuck with the WWE. I don't fuck with like AEW. And I really only fuck with good matches from like New Japan or like what's the shit that's here? That Athena is the champion of, or was a champion, and then Mercedes took the belt from her. Is it the Ring? Ring of Honor. I'll watch good matches from Ring of Honor and shit. But like, I fuck with wrestling. But I don't fuck what they're doing right now at wrestling. Like, I don't like the motherfuckers that they're pushing right now. And so it's not that I don't like. I know wrestling's fake, and I like Cody Rhodes in real life, but I hate his wrestling character. I don't like Cody Rhodes. He's like really popular right now. I'm on the fence on Drew McIntyre because they fucked up the direction of his character after COVID. So I'm like on the fence on him. I don't fuck with Seth Rollins. I like Seth Rollins as a person. Like, he cool. Like, I watch his interviews and shit, but I don't like his wrestling character enough to watch. And so I don't like Tiffany Stratus, and they push that bitch for the grip. I don't even really like Jade Cargill that much. She's all right, but she's a terrible wrestler, and she's not good on the mic. So it's like, I don't like the direction of the WWE right now. I don't like I don't like all the stars that I like to watch. Like all I don't know. Not these niggas. Like I fuck with Bianca Belair. They let Sasha go. They never should have let her go. They don't put Bailey on TV. She's a great wrestler and a great promo person. Like the WWE be doing fucked up shit. I just don't want to watch this shit. I don't watch this shit right now. And I fucking was I don't if you watch this channel, you know I don't miss pay-per-views and shit like that. I'm not watching wrestling right now because it's fucking trash. It's ass cheeks. It's fucking ass cheek. I don't even watch wrestling. And I called how the shit was gonna work with the Royal Rumble in the Elimination Chamber. I knew the shit. I knew fucking Liv was gonna win, and then I fucking knew Roman was gonna win. And then at the Elimination Chamber, I was like, they're probably gonna fucking push Randy Orton, who I like Randy Orton, so I'm cool with that shit. And I was like, they're probably gonna fucking let Rhea Ripley win again. I don't fuck with Rhea Ripley either. I like Charlotte Flair more than I like Rhea Ripley. You know what I'm saying? With wrestling, the reason I watch wrestling is because I think it's funny that motherfuckers be getting suplexed on TV. That will never not be the main reason why I watch wrestling, right? Because motherfuckers niggas be talking and shit and arguing and shit. Something might happen, a nigga might kick you in the stomach and suplex you. That shit is so unrealistic. It's funny as fuck. I find it comical. And then like promos, nigga, like promo work, that shit is why I really like wrestling, is because it's like motherfuckers just get up there and they just talk shit to each other for 5-10 minutes, and that shit's cool. I don't know. I don't like wrestling because I think like these niggas is fighting for real. I like wrestling for the theatrics, you know? I like it for the shit like when Jey Uso finally got his moment and everybody was doing the yeet shit. He finally got his moment and shit. I like wrestling for that shit. I like when you see, I don't know, I fuck with wrestling, man. It's just a TV show. I just would rather watch that than fucking, I don't know what the fuck comes on TV because I don't watch TV. So I would have rather watched that than like, you know, Dawson Creek or whatever other bullshit was on TV at that time. Unless like football or basketball is on. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm probably going to watch football or basketball. But nigga, I fuck with fucking some wrestling. Shit. And then the WWE pissed me off so much. The last moment I stopped watching WWE, like when I stopped watching it, I'll watch it again at some point in my life. I know I watched that shit on and off my whole entire life. So like, I mean, I'm gonna watch that shit again. It's inevitable. But when Naomi got pregnant, I was done with WWE. That was the end of me watching WWE. Cause that was like she was like the only character that was holding me on. You know, like Jey Uso's cool. I fuck with Roman Reigns. I just didn't fuck with his 300 or 500 day reign. That's too much. You got one person that's taken over the show for fucking 2 years. That's too much. So I didn't like that. I know a lot of people like the Bloodline, you know, storyline and shit. I didn't like that shit. I didn't like it after about a year. But I still like Roman. I liked Roman when people didn't like Roman. But they need to. I didn't even watch. John Cena is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. John Cena could possibly be my favorite wrestler of all time. John Cena probably is my favorite wrestler of all time. No cap. You can call me corny or whatever you want to. But when I started watching wrestling again, because I watched wrestling when I was a kid, like heavy. I was a heavy wrestling watcher when I was a kid. And then when I hit about 16, I stopped watching it, and then that's when Hulk Hogan went to WCW, and I kind of watched it, but we played the video games on Nintendo 64. Y'all already know the Nintendo games, you know what I'm saying? All those wrestling games on Nintendo 64 were fucking gold. And it was like for one of the first times, you know, you could play 4 people together, like just oh nigga, them shits was gold. And so then like y'all know how them wrestling games went in your crew. You had a partner. So you played with somebody every time you was on the game. Like, you know, because like you can't be in no fucking 4-way match just getting jumped and shit, right? And so like I've never got around everybody, you know, you had a partner, somebody you roll with, like he got your back until the end of the fucking fight, and then y'all fight each other, right? So it's like it's always a tag team match until fucking the end of the match, right? That's how it went. I don't care where you were at, where you lived, you know what's up. You may not have ran with the same nigga every day, but you knew going into a 4-way match, a fatal 4-way match, one nigga in that match was your homie, and you had to have his back. Otherwise, you was gonna get fucked up, and you was gonna be the first people out. It is what it is. Them fatal 4-ways, man. And so I stopped watching wrestling though around like 1996 or something, and then I started hanging out with one of my homies. Because I started working at McDonald's and shit. I think I was like 24 or some shit again. And he was like the assistant manager, and then like the store manager was the homie. And I had just got laid off from this telemarketing job I was working. So I started hanging out with him again because me and all them 2 dudes, we used to hang out. But Andy used to come over to my house all the time. And so like when I had this apartment, but we was cool until he went off into the military. And then, you know, like it's in the middle of, if you understand like the millennial phase of life, or I guess, or Gen X, the late tail end of Gen X, like the generation where cell phones first started. So I moved away from the house. I ain't have a phone book no more. When I knew him, motherfuckers didn't have cell phones. So I didn't know how to get a hold of this motherfucker because you motherfuckers didn't have cell phones and shit, you know, like you had to look a nigga up in the phone book and shit, you know, but there was no way to get a hold of him. And then when I randomly ran into him, these niggas was watching wrestling and shit. And so like on Thursdays, no, we had certain days we would just do shit. Like Mondays we would watch Raw, and then like Thursdays we would watch some straight bullshit shows. And then we would go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm like, we just had a routine. But that's when I started watching wrestling again as an adult, or for the first time as an adult. And that's when John Cena just started taking off. And so I was fucking with the dude from the beginning because I kind of seen the rise of his career. And then I stopped watching wrestling. And then one day, he just shows up on Raw. I just randomly watched SmackDown for the first time in forever, in like maybe a decade, right? So it's like 2018 or something. And John Cena just randomly pops up on a show with Becky Lynch, and it was just a lit ass show. And I was like, oh, this is what they do with wrestling? So then I started fucking watching wrestling again. And then I kind of watched it on and off. I watched it up until the whole Sasha Naomi releasing. And then I started watching it again. And then I just don't like it. I just don't like the product they're putting out right now. I don't like Damian Priest. I don't like none of these motherfucking people they making me watch. I don't like these characters. So I don't want to watch this shit. I think all these people are cool through their social media, but I don't fuck with these motherfuckers. I fuck with Zelina. I fucked with Andrade, even though they didn't give him a shot. Braun Strowman, I fuck with him. They got rid of that dude. Fucking Bray Wyatt passed away. I mean, they got rid of Dolph Ziggler. They get rid of all these motherfuckers. You know, they let Edge go. You know, like they let all these motherfuckers that we like go. And then they try to push all these random ass motherfuckers that we don't give a fuck about with some stupid ass storyline that we don't want to watch. That's just how I feel about wrestling. What up, Aton? What's up, Real Kilo? Majestic Freedom. Yeah, I was responding to you when you said it sucks. Yo, but I feel like the reason, the problem with the WWE, because even when Vince McMahon, obviously he's the fucking godfather of wrestling, right? Because that motherfucker controlled storylines forever. So even though that there was bad storylines, there was still good storylines, like mixed in between the bad storylines. So like some shit would get predictable, but there was still some good gold in there. Like we don't get the Judgment Day, which I don't even really like that much anymore, because what, it's been about 4 years they've been together. It's time for them to break the fuck up. You know, like it's time for y'all to break the fuck up. Fuck, Liv and oh boy been together. Liv and Dominic Mysterio been together for a year and a half. It's time for them to break it. This nigga Dominic Mysterio been in relationships for like the last 3.5 years on wrestling. It's time to break that shit up. That nigga got a wife. Like, you know, I don't give a fuck though. I know that nigga's home life has to be awful. I know that nigga's home life has to be awful. I know his wife is going off every day. Every time you see that nigga on TV, Live on that nigga, but she gotta be. It's her character. Yeah, the Fiend storyline was fire. It was fucked up that they let him go. I guess probably better though, because you know he passed away shortly after. We never know what would have happened, like if he would have passed away in the ring. But the Fiend worked. It worked. Like typically, I wouldn't be somebody like, I don't like Iguana Man or whatever, that Mr. Iguana. I don't fuck with that shit. You know, like it's just a tacky looking character to start. It's too over the top for me to like, you know? But the Fiend was over the top, but he had good ass fucking storylines. And so it made the character cool. Cause I'm the type of person who I wouldn't have typically have liked the the horror house shit with him and Cena. Although I like Cena and although I like Bray Wyatt, I wouldn't have typically have liked a wrestling match like that, but it was so well thought out that it was a masterful piece of art, you know? And I think that gave Cena some of the arc for his heel turn when he went heel this last year. I think some of the ideals that he got was from that Bray Wyatt shit. But it's like, and I fuck with Alexa Bliss. I fuck with Alexa, like I said, I fuck with Charlotte. I fuck with Bayley. I fuck with Stephanie Vicor. I don't like all the Rock's relatives being on wrestling either. It's too much. It's like, I like Jey Uso. I like Jimmy Uso. I like fucking Roman. I was cool with his daughter. But like, I don't fuck with Solo. I don't fuck with the other two niggas. I don't even know what their names are. And then the other dude's cold though. I can't even lie. The other dude's cold. The thick dude who be fucking doing flips and shit off the top rope. What the fuck is his name? I feel like if I sit here for long enough, I can remember it. I didn't even spell this shit right. Hey, I even thought you may not have, what's up, Nerve Vision? Yeah, I'll answer that question here in a second. We're gonna attend to this, finish this wrestling conversation up real quick. I thought wrestling was good 2017 through 2019. I also thought wrestling was good through the COVID era because I really appreciated. You may not agree with me, but I really appreciated Bailey and Sasha Banks during COVID when there was no fucking crowds and motherfuckers had to put on a show. Them two bitches put on a motherfucking show. It was all because there was no crowd, so it was all the banter, the side talk, talking shit to Cole and shit, like in the middle of the match, and you can hear them and shit because there's no crowd. Them, and then they was on every show, like they was carrying the WWE when oh, that shit was a good time for wrestling. I appreciate the women like I appreciate the guys. But and then we wouldn't have got the John Cena Fiend match. We wouldn't have got the Undertaker and fucking old boy that just retired, who he was cool too. I fuck with him. What's y'all know who I'm talking about? The dude from Texas with long hair. He just Jay Styles. He was cool too. But like, I still think we was getting good matches in 2020. I didn't watch it. I was mad. I should have went to that show. So I was thinking about going to go see it, and then I got drunk and forgot. I should have bought tickets to that show and went to the show because I looked up the tickets and I didn't really have the money, but I found some cheap ass tickets that were fucking either over by the announcers or on the B side. So I wasn't going to be on the camera side. I was going to be on the B side, but it was up close. It would have been good to get like footage and shit. But I just didn't get them. I probably shouldn't have got them anyway. But I mean, I want to go to another WWE event. Like the last WWE event I went to was fire as fuck. I always talk about this shit because it was like a pay-per-view in Omaha. So like it had John Cena, Triple H. Like Triple H was in a cage match and shit, nigga. This shit was fire. What was it? Was it Judgment Day? Pay-per-view. Omaha. What was this bitch? Judgment Day. I was right. Hey, let's go. Yeah, man, it was fucking Judgment Day. And who was on this card? Who was on this card? So it was a good card, dog. It was a good card. Oh, I can't just get a list. I gotta read through all this shit. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so fucking Hardcore Holly, Cody Rhodes, Santino Morelli, and Carlito. I mean, come on, to start the match off, that's cool. We got a John Cena fucking JBL match on this bitch. We had John Morrison and The Miz versus Kane and CM Punk. Nigga, this is a card. Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Mickie James, Beth Phoenix, and Melina. Fucking The Undertaker and Edge. We had fucking Jeff Hardy and MVP. And then Triple H and Randy Orton in a cage match. Bro, this shit was a fire fucking pay-per-view, my boy. Hey, this shit was a fire ass fucking card. I mean, I remember this shit like it was yesterday. I wish I had my old phone because I had pictures of Triple H on top of the cage with his fucking belt and shit, you know? But it was so lit, dude. It was so lit. It was so lit. I don't even fuck with Triple H like that. I didn't fuck with Randy Orton either. Like, I kind of did at that time, though, because I think this is when they were revisiting You know, whatever that shit was called with Randy Orton, Ric Flair, and uh Triple H, and the other dude who'll be acting now. I'm old and I smoke, so I can't remember his name. Batista. I think they were like reacting to some of that shit or something. But fam, that shit was lit. Yeah, I don't like Cody Rhodes. I said that. Hey man, this was 2008. I said this was a long time ago. This is the only time they ever had a pay-per-view in Omaha. And like we went to that shit and we had some good ass seats. We had some good ass seats. Like I just lucked into that shit. Like the same dude I was talking about who got me to start watching wrestling again. He was like, "Hey man, I can get these tickets for this shit." And we were all like, we all made good money and shit. So it was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And so we went to that shit, man. That shit was a good ass fucking time. Like it was a good time. That's one of the most fun. I've been to other wrestling events and shit. And I've been to like, obviously I've been to other live events. So I've been to like football events. I've been to I've been to the Cowboys and the fucking Falcons game and shit, you know. A couple last year, not this year, that just passed, but the year before. I've seen the Broncos and the Colts in Indianapolis. I've seen the Huskers play multiple teams. I've seen the Kansas City Chiefs play. I've seen fucking the Miami Heat and the fucking Phoenix Suns on my birthday. I documented that on the channel and shit, you know. So I've seen professional sports. I've been to a Minnesota Wild, Detroit Red Wings game and shit in Minnesota. I've been to a ton of College World Series games, you know, because those were in Omaha. I mean, a bunch. Like I've been to probably 40, 50 College World Series games. I've been to a lot of college, maybe not that many, maybe 30 to 40, something like that. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I've been to a bunch of shit. But like being at like a wrestling event is lit as fuck. Especially it's lit. It's so lit, especially when the crowd's lit. You know, like when everybody's screaming and yelling chants and shit. Being at a wrestling event is dope as fuck. It's just a good time. Hey, we'll get back to reacting in a second, man. Hold your horses. Aren't we? We already know.
Yes, he is.
I don't like Gunther either. You know what I'm saying? Like all the motherfuckers who are I respect Gunther's character, but I've never liked Gunther. I think he's really good at his job right now though. But it's not because he's a heel, because I fuck with heels and fucking faces. I don't really give a fuck if it's a character I like. Gunther's just too dry for me. He's good in the ring. If his match is on, I won't turn away from the match, but I'm not going to tune into his match. Like if he's the main event, I'm probably not going to be watching the fucking wrestling for that night, you know? This is going to shock you too. This is going to shock you. This is going to shock everyone in the chat. I'm not really that big of a DX or a Hardy Boys fan because let me explain though. When the Hardy Boys were taken off, I wasn't watching wrestling. So I've only gotten bits and pieces of the Hardy Boys versus the full resume of the Hardy Boys. Now, I do appreciate the work that they do individually. Because again, when I started watching wrestling is right around when the whole Matt Hardy got kicked out of watching it again. I didn't watch when Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, when the Hardy Boys had first started. And then when I started watching is right when fucking Edge stole fucking Lita for Matt Hardy, and then they kicked Matt Hardy out of wrestling. And then Matt Hardy wasn't in wrestling again when I like he wasn't in the wrestling that I was watching. And so then whenever all the times he came back, I wasn't watching wrestling. So it's like me and Matt Hardy got a love-hate relationship because I've seen Jeff Hardy more than Matt, because Jeff's been like, he was in the 2018, 19, 20 era and shit. Like they ran that whole stupid ass alcohol shit with him, and the DUI and shit storyline with him. But I don't really fuck with the, and the same with DX. DX wasn't really, I didn't watch wrestling when DX was a thing. So I don't really fuck with DX. I fuck with The Rock. I fuck with Stone Cold because and to be honest, I didn't even really watch wrestling when The Rock and the Stone Cold were that big. So when wrestling was huge with The Rock and Stone Cold, I ain't really watch it that much, but I would catch it if I went over to Two Cypher's house. Dub, my boy, I'll talk about often. His brother used to watch wrestling, and I sit out there and watch wrestling with his brother when The Rock and Stone Cold was on, because they were motherfuckers was entertaining and shit. I mean, I still liked wrestling, I just didn't watch it no more. The landscape of wrestling had changed since I was a kid. I grew up watching the Ultimate Warrior, racist ass Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Brett, the Hart Foundation, fucking the Rockers and shit. I grew up on shit like that. The Undertaker, Kane, fucking shit like that. And then WCW too. I love WCW. So I used to watch, you know what I'm saying, the Steiner Brothers, Harlem Heat and shit, Sting, Lex Luger. So, that's the shit that I fucking, I grew up on and shit. Ric Flair and shit. The fucking Four Horsemen and shit. That's the shit I grew up on, man. Yeah, I'm a huge Bud Crawford fan. Bud's the homie and shit. Well, I mean, I be saying that shit loosely. I mean, we know each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he used to come to some shows that I used to promote, throw and shit. I guess I wasn't the promoter. I was the thrower of the show. But he used to come to some shows we used to do. And I kind of met him before he got famous. But he was cool the few times I seen him and shit. Like, he was always nice, cordial. But he's nice and cordial. Like, my old best friend's sister just seen that nigga at Walmart at like 9 o'clock at night in the fucking middle of the hood. Like in the most hood fucking Walmart in Bellevue, or not Bellevue, but the most hood fucking Walmart in Omaha. And it's fucking hood. It is hood. But he lived right, his mama lived right around the corner. But Crawford Street right around the corner. So it's like right by where he grew up and shit. So they took a picture and shit, but Bud's like the coolest motherfucker. Yeah, he's a competitor. That motherfucker Bud, if you see him, he will race you in whatever vehicle he's in. So if he's in his truck and you're trying to race this nigga, that nigga will race you on the fucking spot. On the fucking spot. I know a couple homies that race this nigga. Just pulled up on him. One of the homies in his Cutlass. And then another homie was in some shit. Somebody was in a Mustang. But like niggas would pull up on that nigga Bud and be like, that nigga's competitive about everything. Now, I'm not going to say I know that shit firsthand because I had never been in no situation with him where I had to compete with him. I'm fucking throwing a show and this nigga's just there. But that nigga's competitive as fuck. All right. I tortured y'all long enough. Yeah, fuck wrestling right now. But yeah, this was a fire-ass motherfucking pay-per-view. Memories, ours be. This is one of my oldest beats. First one I started producing, but I love this so much. I hope you enjoy it. All right, we're going to check it out. What up, Lit Up?
Sell more, sell better, sell faster.
Sell
All with
these,
Bittrex
bitch.
24 CRM. Free, powerful, efficient. Get now at Bittrex24.com.
Hey, Hey, hey, hey, hey, hey. This shit is flame. Obviously, the mix could be better, but it's flame. Hey, hey, hey. This is a time to be alive when niggas was making Lil Mosey type beats and shit. Oh, that was a time to be alive. I remember that time. That's when I first got on the YouTube scene. I mean, this 808, this whole beat sounds like 2021. This is a flame though. It's flame. Ooh. Ooh, Jalen Brown. Hey, you should remake this fucking beat and send it to me. Can I use that sample, that vocal sample, without getting a fucking copyright claim? I actually kind of fuck with this shit. You should fucking fix this shit and send it to me. Tell her that I see it all, looking across the strode over, try to meet her low. I'll kill this fucking beat, dude. I kinda fuck with this shit. I got a question for y'all though. Yeah, that shit was cool.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Leroy.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I got a question for y'all though. What y'all think about Weaver and fucking Busy? I didn't watch the whole video. I stopped. What y'all think about Weaver and Busy beef right now, where it's at? I want to know y'all's opinions. What's up? The Mud Ho In is in the building. But yeah, they always fucking beefing, dog. They always fucking beefing. I know I'm pausing it again, man, but you know what you get when you come to my stream, man. It is what it is. I am who I am. But what do y'all for real think of the beef? Like that, see, Mud Ho In, that's what I think too. But I don't want to get too much into talking about this. But I have to talk about it a little bit. I'll talk about it on the stream because there's not a whole bunch of people in here. I'm not making no videos about this shit because I don't want fucking Weaver making a bunch of videos about me, and I don't want to fucking be making videos about him, you know, because we're cool. I think two things can be true. I think that Weaver's video is bogus, but I also think that he should have made the video, but he should have made the video differently, because I mean, nigga, what are you really fucking out here doing, bro? You're not even reviewing plugins anymore. And so, but as soon as Busy drops a free one, then you download the free one, talk about all the bad shit about the free shit, and then you compare it to FabFilter Pro Q3, which is a fucking $179 fucking EQ, right? That's bogus. But Busy has a plugin bundle that's $200 of just basic ass fucking plugins that shouldn't be $200 fucking dollars. And so that's fair to call him on that shit, right? So like I said, two things can be true and two things can be fair. Like, if you're not even reviewing $200 and $300 plugins anymore, and then you call most free plugins crap, why would you make a video about a free plugin? You only did it because it's Busy so you can get views. But if you were just trying to do the right thing, you would have praised the free plugin and you would have tore the $200 plugin apart, or the $200 bundle. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm right about everything, man, but when all this music shit, this whole entire fucking music community shit, I be calling this shit every fucking time. Dude, every fucking time. Like, I'm not gonna get back into past shit. I'm not trying to bring up old beefs. I'm not trying to start new beefs. I'm not trying to do anything. But I'm here on the platform. I see the shit. I follow it like y'all. I have called every single all the shit that goes down on this space. I've called it well before it's come out. And like, I don't fucking know, man. I think that the motherfuckers just need to Busy be looking restarted because fucking he doesn't know how to handle this shit. And then Weaver, I mean, dog, at some point, you guys, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're good enough to do other shit, you know? I just saw your comment, Nervision. We need views. He gets views. He doesn't need views off that shit. He's talented. The dude can put together some content. It's like low-hanging fruit, you know? I don't know. I feel like Busy Works Beats is an easy target because he's an easy punching bag. So his content is geared up for new content creators. So a lot of people use Busy, but then when they advance past what he's teaching, then it becomes cool to crack jokes about him. But you needed that nigga when you ain't know how to do shit. Now you know how to do a little bit of shit, you know? Like, I think people forget how long a year can be or 2 years can be. So, like, if you watch, 200 of somebody's videos or some shit, right? You invested a lot of time in this person. Yeah, you may not need them anymore, but just because time passes and, as we're living through it, you don't realize how much time you've invested in this person, and then you're so quick to turn on them. I don't fucking know, man. The Mud Hole Inn. That's not my kind of content. I can't do that. I'll message Weaver right now, though. Weaver will do the shit. I mean, I'll fucking send him a voice memo. Y'all can hear the message I send. That's not my lane, though. I know I'm talking about this, but that's not my lane, dude. I'm not here to... I mean... That's not my lane. I don't know all the details. I'm not trying to get too dug into that shit. Like, I know this may sound like some Tool sounding shit, but I'm a fan of Ed Talenti, so I don't want to go find out all this fucked up shit and then have to make this fucked up ass video that I wouldn't typically make anyway. Like, it's not the type of video that I would make anyway. and then I have to do it on somebody that I follow. I can watch some shit and then objectively decide whether I still fuck with somebody or not. But I'm not trying, that's not what I do, man. I'm not trying to put together an expose on somebody. I'm willing to pass the information on though, so that maybe the story gets put together. And then maybe when we do this, maybe this is how we find out if a lot of people are like, oh, well, Weaver don't like black people. I mean, I fuck with Weaver. Me and Weaver are cool as fuck. We done beef too, and we done got through it and shit. I wouldn't say that I think that he hates black people at all, but this would put in the bed any debate about that shit though. If he goes after fucking Ed. But I don't want to get involved in that shit, man. That's not what I do over here, man. I'm not about the drama. I'm only talking about Weaver and Busy because I'm cool with Weaver and Busy. I'm not cool with Ed. I don't know Ed. I ain't never met that dude. I mean, I like his content. I fuck with him, but I don't know Ed. Ed had me at one point though. He put out some free shit and had my name as the back tag. And then when I demoed the shit for him, I didn't even talk to him. I just found his shit and demoed it. And then it's like, Ed, you could have hit me up though if you're gonna use me at my name and this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he changed it and never hit me up. I was like, what the fuck? Like, no, you should have hit me up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of Busy's tutorials are insightful to a degree. His plugins, I don't care too much for, and that's fine. If you don't like his plugins, don't buy them. Here is. I don't want to get too far into this because y'all know how I get, and I'm not trying to sound aggressive or like I ain't trying to start no feuds between any sides, between myself or them. But here is a couple of things that I think about, right? If I don't want the plugin, I'm not going to buy it. Also, if I'm not reviewing plugins anymore, really, I'm not going to go out of my way to review Busy's plugin, right? Because, like, I know it's free. And I was going to pick it up and do some shit on it, but there's no world in which I want to fucking wake up and see myself being reacted to. So, like, I had reached out to Weaver and I had asked him just not to react to my videos no more because I'd rather be friends than getting into this back and forth. And although it's not, I don't think, like, sometimes what YouTubers don't realize, it's not necessarily what you're saying, but dude, imagine it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I wake up, I turn my TV on. I'm like, oh shit, my boy Weaver's fucking streaming. Bam, I click on Weaver and it's like he's talking about my shit, not negatively because he doesn't normally go negatively on me because whatever he was fucking talking about was some shit it was about my shit. Whatever video I fucking did, right? But then I'm looking at the comment section and it's like, this is fucked up. Like now I can't watch because I get you can't control the comment section. I understand that shit. But now I can't watch your content because these motherfuckers is talking shit about me while you're agreeing with me, and these motherfuckers is calling me a dumbass or they're saying whatever the fuck that they're saying. I can't even be part of a conversation about some shit that's about me, right? And then now when I'm reacting to you, I'm heated because of some shit some other motherfucker said, and you're talking to me, but I'm pissed off, so I'm kind of snappy because it's 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it just fucking roughs up this shit, you know? And I know part of it's because I be drinking and shit. I mean, I'll take responsibility for that, but shit, I'm waking up at 7, and that's what I'm seeing, kind of hungover, still a little bit lit, you know, and motherfuckers be ready to go. So I asked him, you know, politely, I don't know if it sounded politely or not in the phone. It should have. He knows me and shit by now. But I was just like, man, please don't react to my shit because we're friends and sometimes I'm going to get heated and part of my opinion is based off of the motherfuckers in your chat, right? because some of them motherfuckers is just there to troll, and I don't really be doing that troll shit, right? So I think that at some point those two need to it's got set a minimum shit. If you fucking have to talk about each other and shit, because we're all part of the community, I can't miss this shit. I can't dodge these videos, right? So it's like I don't want to watch this fucking train wreck. I don't want to watch this shit no more. So maybe y'all set up an agreement where y'all make 2 videos on each other a year. That's all we got to worry about. It's just 2 a year. 2 a year. I could do 2 a year, but I can't do videos where I understand the premise. I understand why Weaver wants to put these videos out. I get that shit to the core, because in his mind, I'm just saying in his mind, because maybe not everybody agrees with his thoughts or whatever, right? But I agree with some of the thoughts. In his mind, what you're doing is illegal, but I'm not here for the illegal conversation. I was just off stream 20 minutes ago smoking weed, right? So I can't be here to talk about what's more, I can't argue illegalities unless it's morality. Like, I'm not cool with people killing people. That's a moral issue. Or raping people. That's more moral than it is illegal, Illegal is shit that people don't want you to do, And I'm not for swaying an audience without them knowing what's going on. I didn't phrase that correctly, but I'm not here for deceiving the audience and shit, right? So I'm all for making sure people know that it's a sponsored video or whatever it is. But I feel like y'all should be happy that we get sponsored videos, because now we're getting paid, and everywhere else, sponsorships are what drives money for everything. Whether it's like the NBA, the NFL, whatever, the sponsorships and all that shit are why the TV contracts is why their salaries go up every year. So y'all should be happy when we get sponsorships and shit. I stand by that shit. I've said that shit, right? So, but y'all should know. So I mean, I agree with him on that. But if the audience doesn't care and the audience doesn't give a fuck, you're beating a dead horse. I mean, they consider us all journalists. They would consider me a journalist because of what I do. I report on music stuff, music tech. I'd be a fucking music tech or journalist. So since I know both these dudes and I'm cool with both these dudes, I would be more cool. I mean, it's not a competition of who you're cooler with, you know what I'm saying? But like, if it's on a personal level, I'm cooler with Weaver than I am with Busy, right? Because I talk to Weaver and shit. We stay together at NAMM and shit. We've done a bunch of videos and shit. Like, I mean, I could text him. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, let me. What was I about to voice memo him? I don't want to get in the middle of that shit. We're gonna do it. Fuck it. Yo, I'm on stream and everybody said that not everybody. Let me stop lying. One person said that there's something going on with Ed Talenti in some class that he's supposed to have, and then people paid for the class, and then he took down the website, and I don't know, but that's not what I do. That's what I told them. I said I don't do like I don't do investigations like that, But I'll give the information to you, and if you want to, you can follow up on it. I just don't know. But yeah, that's there for you. All right, well, I just sent him a voice memo, so you know what I'm saying? If he checks it, well, I mean, he'll listen to it, so that shit will go down. But yeah, I mean, overall, I just want to see motherfuckers stop beefing on the internet for dumb shit. I mean, I feel like that's all we're doing at this point is just, I get some shit's feasible, but don't tie the free shit into the $200 shit. And I guess I got to add this too, because I don't want to act like, I don't want to sound like I'm not reading the room. So I get that Busy said, oh, my EQ is worth 200, you know, it's free for now, I might charge for it later. There's no price on what he's going to charge for it later. So that's where you save that. See, that's where you save another piece of content for. So like here's how if he laid it out like this, how I would have received the shit. And I know it's not about me, but this is how I would have received the shit. So like, let's say he did the video that he just did the other day, and it was about the $200 plugin bundle, and then he fried him for that shit. I would have been cool with that shit. And then waited 2 months, 3 months, 4 months until Busy decided to raise the EQ to $200 or $100 or $50. Then I come back and I double down, and now I have a new piece of content. You know what I'm saying? I have a new piece of content. Like, all right, motherfucker, you said you might charge. I'm gonna wait for that shit though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna jump the gun, but I feel like the jumping of the gun is where I'm like, let a motherfucker promote their shit. You know, we can't be like, you can't have clickbait titles and then be mad that somebody made a clickbait title. Like, what the fuck? I don't get that shit. How you make clickbait titles but somebody else can't do the shit? I just don't get this shit. I don't understand. And I know there's so many people that look at me and they're like I'm a fucking idiot, or I'm fucking wrong, but I just don't feel like I'm fucking wrong. I feel like Busy needs to stop fucking tipping this nigga. Busy needs to stop commenting on his videos. These niggas need to, they don't like each other. So they need to stop fucking, because I can't see, these motherfuckers don't like each other, because there's no world that you live in where you like somebody or you could be okay with somebody, but you keep making videos talking shit about them. And it's both sides. So it's not one or the other. It's both sides. I mean, like, why is the internet frying 50 Cent right now? Right? Why is the internet frying 50 Cent? Because he was talking about fucking T.I.'s baby mama and then started talking about his kids. And what do we not do in the black community? We don't talk about fucking wives and kids, right? We don't attack wives and kids. That's what we leave alone in our community, right? I mean, am I right or am I wrong there? We don't do women and children. We leave the fuck alone. We leave that unless you have some girlfriend who is like a slut and she's like a fucking slut bag, you're gonna catch jokes on that shit. But if you're married to somebody and you got kids, niggas ain't cracking jokes about your kids and, like, you know what I'm saying, your wife and shit. Like, motherfuckers leave women and children out of this shit. And every time when I hear, like, you know, Weaver be like, when I hear him be like, I was just cracking jokes about the kids, he doesn't get it, because our community, we don't do that. You know, we don't talk about people's wives and kids. We don't do that unless you have some serious beef with a motherfucker. But then the same shit though, on the other side, Busy be making a bunch of bullshit ass videos talking about, I care more about your kids than you do. Or like, Weaver is tearing down black communities and shit. That shit's bullshit too. You know, so it's like both these niggas, maybe this shit is a ruse. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it is. But I mean, maybe they both cool with it because maybe it is good for business for both of them. I feel like it's better off for Weaver than it is for Busy, because Busy be looking like the asshole and all this shit. But I mean, if these niggas, I mean, maybe it is. Maybe they both, see, maybe this is it too. Maybe they both have an understanding and they're both like, they're just tricking the YouTube system. So they ain't had the conversation, but they both understand. I mean, I get to make easy content off you. You know what I'm saying? Like Weaver's last video wasn't necessarily easy because of the cuts and all the videos he had to find to do the beginning, but it's an easy video idea, and I know it's gonna get, you know, clicks. So maybe they both just understand, you know what, man, we're just gonna get clicks off each other, and fuck. I gotta piss real quick. Now, I don't think it's like that, because like I said, I be talking to Weaver, and I don't think that Weaver hates him. I think he hates him, but I don't think that he realizes it's a subconscious hate. Like, you subconsciously hate this man. You do not like that dude. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way! Ooh, ooh, ooh, yeah. Oh, we've landed back. Y'all like how my vape coordinates with my outfit and shit? You got to coordinate, my brother. If I went out tonight, I put it in my in my belt. You know what I'm saying? I show my fucking. Nah, you want to see how I coordinated this shit though? And then blow, bam, bitch, you got to coordinate. Got to coordinate your vape with your outfit and shit. He said, let's get back to music or change the title of the stream. How about I do whatever the fuck I want to do, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, doing whatever the fuck I want to do has worked for me the best on this channel. How about I do that? We'll get back to the music in a minute. We'll get back in a minute. This nigga said somebody's vape had fentanyl in it. Well, shit. It should get me high. No, I'm just playing. I mean, I'm not worried about that shit. That might have been some random bootleg vape he bought from a nigga. Why would a nigga who works for a legal company put fentanyl in? Why would you spend more money to put shit in a vape? That's not like some common shit. Like, you know how when you're younger, and they're like, people will give you drugs? No. People will do drugs with you. People will not give you drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was a lie. You know, it's the same shit. You know, like, and they're like, oh, you got to watch. Well, I mean, I get that they put fentanyl in certain drugs and shit like that, but why would you even go through the time of making fentanyl into some kind of liquid that you could put into a vape that you would mass produce and sell at the same price, but it costs more money to do everything that you had to do? What's up, Ben Loco? Like, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But like, I mean, I understand cutting, not saying I would do some shit like that, but cutting coke or something with fentanyl when fentanyl's a little cheaper and shit. I understand that. But what the fuck is cheaper than vape juice? Vape juice will last you a week or two, like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I get you, bro. I get you. I mean, I vape, but I don't vape all the time. Y'all see how I mean, I still smoke. So what am I supposed to say? I'm going to get cancer, or I mean, I get it, you know? I'm not making the best life decisions. I don't need you to tell me on stream live in front of everybody how poor my life decisions are right now. I'm drinking beer. It's 3:14 in the afternoon. I'm vaping. I'm smoked, and I'm on stream. I get that I don't always make the greatest life decisions. Yeah, but I smoke Black and Milds or BOK Smooths from Swisher. So I normally only hit the vape when I'm on stream or kind of randomly throughout the day, but not that much. But I really only hit this on stream because I don't want my whole house to like. I know I smoke my cigar back here, but I don't want it to just reek like the cigar. So this holds me off from having to go and smoke or smoking or leave the stream or whatever. You know? So like I kind of this is like more so if I didn't stream, I probably wouldn't even buy vapes anymore at this point because I would just smoke a Black. No, I get it, man. I get it. I get it, Rich Hustle, man. I mean, I get it, man. I mean, I appreciate it. I'm just talking shit, trying to make it seem funny. I'm really not mad. You've been around, so you know if I was mad, I'd be talking shit. Yeah, my house can only smell like weed. I only smoke weed in the house though because it doesn't linger as long, I feel like. And I would smoke weed outside if it was legal, but I got neighbors that are old and shit. So I mean they deserve to be able to go outside and not have to be funked up with weed. But y'all gonna take all this fucking tobacco because this shit legal. So I just smoke. Cause I've heard some of them complain, not about me, because I typically always smoke weed in the house. I mean, unless my kids or something with me. Like my kids were here, I would always smoke outside. But I smoke weed in the house here because it's illegal. My man said, Hosey said, the only reason I'm trying to quit the Zai and the Nick is because I'm broke. I feel that shit, man. I'm in that same boat with you. I'm broke too. Too broke to be fucking smoking and drinking every day, but here we are. Sometimes you got to wonder how life it just works. You know, like I always tell people you should really try to do some social media shit, right? Because if you put the time and effort in, you never know what you're gonna get. I ain't worked a real job in like I feel like it's been what 3.5 years. We're running up on 4 years that I haven't worked a real fucking job. I did paint a couple of houses and shit, you know. Well, with some spare money for Christmas for my kids. But other than that, I ain't worked a job in 3.5 fucking years because I've been doing social media and I go hard at this shit. I wouldn't trade this I wouldn't trade this shit for anything. I mean, well, I guess I can't say that shit. You give me $1 million a year, depending on the job, I might trade that shit. But I don't need much. I'm like a minimalistic person. Yeah, I have like a bunch of shit, but you know, it's because of what I do. But like I'm pretty minimalistic, so I wouldn't need a bunch of shit. I just need a couch, you know. I just need basic shit, you know, like nice shit, but like basic shit, and then I would be okay, you know. Just a studio. I probably wouldn't need all the synthesizers, just one, maybe a mixer. You know what I'm saying? But because of YouTube, man, I get to get up and make music every day. And I know regardless on whether I'm selling the music or I'm selling sounds or some shit, somebody gonna hear it and they're gonna at least fuck with the video. And I'm gonna get paid. And so like most people go to jobs because they need to go to jobs, right? I go to work because it's what I want to do. And it's like I be trying to stress to people, find what you want to do and then do that shit on social media. Because if you already like doing that shit and then you get a job doing that shit, it's the greatest shit in the world. Yeah, you have times where you get sick of doing the shit because you're always doing the shit because it's what you like to do. But would you rather fucking make music all day and record that shit and then maybe spend a couple hours editing that shit? So it's like, that's the real work. The editing part's the real work, right? Making the video is not really that hard because it's just you going through a beat or doing some shit that you already did, right? So that shit ain't the hard part. The hard part is gearing yourself up to record this video. Cause like I don't do scripts, so I don't know what the fuck I'm about to say. So it's like preparing mentally for the video, the intro, trying not to fuck up. And then knowing right after the video, I'm got to fucking edit this bitch and shit. And then type all this bullshit in for these codes and all this shit. That's the hard part about the making content. But who could complain about that shit? I can't sit up here on the internet and complain because I gotta edit my video. That's easy as fuck. In 2 hours, an hour, depending on the video, that's fucking easy, you know? So like I recommend if you're good at some shit, make some social media, make videos about it. Somebody else does the same shit you do. It don't gotta be music. Nigga, if you're good with woodworking, make some motherfucking woodworking videos. If you good at fucking cooking, whipping that thing in the kitchen, whip that motherfucking thing in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? If you good at whatever the fuck you're good at, you know, motherfuckers out here with companies that clean cars, right? So they detail cars, millions of views and shit, detailing a car. Nigga, whatever the fuck you good at, do that shit, dog. Do that shit on the internet. Do that shit on the internet. You'll make a lot more money than you realize you can make. I'm never going to do a video on editing videos. That shit ain't, there's too many of them already on the internet. You don't need my video. Even though I do got a cold, I do got a cold editing technique that most people don't use. I got a cold editing technique that helps me edit videos fast. I got a cold technique. Yeah, I got a cold technique on editing. I'll put you on like this. If you're here, you know. If you weren't here, you don't know. So you know how you got two screens in one? So you know how if I'm on this view right here. Oh shit, hold on. If I'm on this view right here, so I'll start the video off normal, do my little intro, and then introduce the first product, right? And then after I introduce the first product, I have my video, you know, this size. Obviously, normally in my videos, it's over here, but this video is this size. I edit the whole video off of the first take. So I always leave this piece of video, this video right here, the shot of me, I always leave that small as I'm editing through sections. So like, let's say I do one section where my face is big, it's the start. And then I go to the small part where I'm in the corner. And then I have to go to my big face again. I just edit the whole big face part through. And then when I'm done, I just make the face big again. So it makes it so I don't have to shorten the screen and, you know what I'm saying, make the screen smaller and shit like that every time I cut and go to a next, you know, screen or the next cut. And it just saves a bunch of time. It saves a fucking ton of time because the screen's already small. And then when I go back to the other screen, all I gotta do is type in 1, dot, enter, and then 0, enter, 0, enter, hit the reverse button, and then it goes back to the big screen. It's like 2 seconds of work to make it go back to the big screen. I don't know. It just makes editing the video so much easier. All right, we'll play some more music. What up, Unity Fusion Media? What's up, dog? How you been? Yeah, man, how you been, dog? I thought this was somebody else. Look at me. I thought it was a different Unity Media. You think making beats and selling them or making beats and posting them on YouTube makes more money? I think that building a brand around yourself makes more money because a lot of rappers have a fucked up mentality. So a lot of rappers think that you should give them free beats and promote their music, and that's how you should get paid. And that's like the most preposterous thing ever. Like producers are less popular than rappers. They're not promoters. They don't do none of that shit, right? So you want somebody who has less resources than you because you're the rapper, you're the face of the music. You want somebody to push your music in order to get paid for making the beat that you're trying. I don't know. Rappers think crazy, right? I'm a rapper and I'm a producer. So I'm, I see both sides of the spectrum. I don't see the rapper perspective of not paying for a beat. I do see the rapper perspective though of creating a group with a producer and only using their beats, and that's different. But if you're getting like one-off beats from a nigga that's making beats for a lot of other people, that nigga's he's not your fucking promoter, dude. Go pay for a promoter. But I think if you build a brand around music and you find a way to do the shit uniquely, that's how you can make money. Because you don't got to be the greatest producer. I'm not the greatest producer. Like, I'll be honest with y'all. I mean, I know I'm not the greatest producer. I'm not trash, but I'm not fucking, Metro Boomin or no shit, I mean, I'm real with myself. I'm like a rapper. I'm a rapper who produces, right? But I have a producing channel. And so if I can do it, anybody can do it. You just got to figure out how to do it. What works for you, Like, I'm literally the definition, and I say this all the time. I'm the definition of if I can do this shit, anybody can do this shit. Because I'm not even a producer like that. Like, yeah, I can make fire beats. Like, I get on here right now. I'll make a beat in 20 minutes if y'all want me to, I'll make something that'll sound dope, And then I can rap over it, and the rap will be dope, But I learned to do some shit, and I feel like y'all can all do the same shit. Before you post your beats, just fucking run them through. Yo, I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but everybody can afford DistroKid. If just run your beats through DistroKid, nobody can steal your beat. You have to learn how to game the system before you try to run the system. So if you don't want people to steal your beats, you don't want people to take your beats, I get it. Neither do I. I mean, I get it. But it doesn't happen as common as you think it's going to happen. I mean, I guess I can't say that. I'm lying. Lies! The black man's lying to us. But all you got to do is just upload your beats through DistroKid and get them claimed, and nobody can take your beat without you knowing. And then even if they post it, then you'll get the pay for the beat. I mean, use whatever you want. I'm not going to sit up here. I'm not capping for none of these companies. I ain't got no. I mean, DistroKid pissed me off because they hit me up about doing a sponsored video because I was doing some videos for them and shit. And then I did a video. I recorded the whole fucking video. And then the motherfuckers was like, oh, we don't need a sponsored video. So then I ended up cussing out my point of contact from DistroKid through an email, like a real cussing out. It wasn't like no per Art last email. It was like, man, you was a fucking bitch. Like, cause I was pissed. Like, like I was counting on that money, A, and B, I already made the fucking video, dude. So then I had to fucking go redo the fucking video. And it was bullshit. And so, but they give me free. I get DistroKid free for life because I did sponsored content with them. It was part of the negotiations. So I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what the terms are because I don't pay for DistroKid. All right, come on, let's go. Rich Hustle, I got you up next. Let's go. On the basement. Motherfucker, you didn't even send me the goddamn song. Oh, yeah, you did. Here it goes. Let me stop.
Who's stopping me? Listen, don't bother me. I ain't flop cause of poverty. Definitely not for mockery. What's inside's come out of me. It's a special commodity. Properly get my property. Fighting for all my sovereignty. Okay, let me chill. I'm sorry if my confidence seems arrogant when paired against the legendary skill. The pain I see is the pain I feel. My dreams are feeling real. Kinda like I met with Morpheus and took both of them pills. Nah, I got a better vision. Trust me, I'm clever with it. I elevate my flow enough and raise the level with it. Heaven sent it, bottled up. My fragrance is heaven sent it. You can smell it, but I can't sell it. That shit was heaven gifted. You can smell it, but I can't sell it. That shit was heaven gifted. You can smell it, but I can't sell it. That shit was heaven gifted. Made it out of the struggle. That shit was heaven gifted. The strongest out of the jungle. That shit was heaven gifted. The final piece of the puzzle. That shit was heaven gifted. Hated with more than one hustle. That shit was heaven gifted. Okay, let me try this. Lyrical backflip. I'm no typical spit some acid. It's simple gymnastics. Trust me, I'm a savage. When it's pressure, I get active. Keep it slow and steady. I'd rather that tortoise over rabbit. Ain't no need to rush. My greatness bleed enough. Ain't no stopping till Fetty dropping and that season's up. Never been selfish, nigga. Shit, I'm team as fuck. You open, then I'll assist you. But trust me, my 3 is clutch. Respect is everything. I mean, what I'm on is I'm on. And you'll never knock this king off his throne. Cause I roll with the most high. Most try and most die. They heavens lifted. God broke the mold, now I'm heaven's gifted. God broke the mold, now I'm heaven's gifted. God broke the mold, now I'm heaven's gifted. Made it out of the struggle, that shit was heaven gifted. The strongest out of the jungle, that shit was heaven gifted. The final piece of the puzzle, that shit was heaven gifted. Hated with more than one hustle, that shit was heaven gifted.
Waiting a long time for this, Leroy.
I like that shit. I like that. Yeah, Brody, that shit's fire as fuck. You just gotta mix it. I mean, you already told me it wasn't mixed. That shit's fire as fuck. Fire as fuck. I even said I was gonna let you know if the lyrics and everything wasn't hard. That shit fire as fuck, bro. Flame emoji in the chats. In the chatterats. Look at how smooth the motherfucking aftershave looks on the beard and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga out here just looking sexy and shit. I know y'all don't want to hear that shit, but you know, nigga out here. Ooh, looking sexy and shit. Let me stop. Let me stop acting light-skinned. Up next, we got Kilo. What's up? React to my song. I'm from France. Man, where is Leon? Is Leon in the chat? We got another nigga from France. Leon, wee wee. Oh, ho, ho, ho, and a wee wee wee, bitch. Sorry, Kilo. This is normal behavior over here. This is normal behavior over here. I am so mad if this nigga is not here. This nigga's not here. He's in every stream. And finally a motherfucker from France is here and he's not here. What the fuck? Damn you, God damn you. Fuck that shit, man. I'm so mad right now. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. If y'all niggas don't put 1s in the chat, I'm about to fire all y'all niggas. Oh, oui, oui. Me, Sherry, Amore. French toast. Some of y'all niggas getting fired. I only see 2 1s. All right. All right, Kilo, we got you up, brother. Brother. Let's go.
Dance ho, David got him dance ho.
Hey, I bet. Come on, let's get it. Yeah. T'inquiète pas, j'ai beaucoup de money. Et j'entends on s'en bat les couilles, ce que tu me dis. I'm a t'as pas le time, t'en vas les ta grand-mère. Parce que frapper, c'est fait comme si c'était un tsar pire. Yeah, justement, on va la téléguider comme si c'était une.
The cadence on the rapping on this is fucked up. So I'm not mad about the language. Because I understand language. I mean, I get it. Like, if some shit... What was the... Hold up. I'm going to play this whole song again from the beginning. But this right here was the first song that I played today. Right? So the very first song that I played was this song right here. And just listen to me. All right, so the difference between that song and then this other song is that the cadence isn't right. Like, you got to get the cadence together so the flow is smooth together.
Dance ho, David got him dance ho.
The beat hard as fuck though.
I bet. Come on, let's get it. Yeah. T'inquiète pas, j'ai beaucoup de money. Et j'entends on s'en bat les couilles, ce que tu me dis. I'm a t'as pas le time, t'en vas les ta grand-mère. Parce que frapper, c'est fait comme si c'était un tsar pire. Yeah. Justement, on va la téléguider comme si c'était une doudou boy. Parce que c'est comme a dit comme si c'était une bida boy. Parlant fait comme t'as tu ressens le pont de New York. La rapidité de faire.
I might not be able to listen to this. Because I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds like you're saying something about.
Justement, on va la téléguider comme si c'était une doudou boy. Parce que c'est comme a dit comme si.
Yeah, I can't play this because I don't know what you're talking about, but I hear doodoo butt and dick and butt or some shit. I can't play this shit. I don't know what you're talking about. No hate, man. I'm sorry. But I don't know what you're talking about and what it sounds like, and I don't know. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Slow ass internet. All right, Cerbonez, I got you up next, brother. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Add shit like that in there. Boom, boom, boom. With that bar. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? This beat could be harder, but I mean, right now, bro, it sounds like a generic. If Double Dragon 2026 was coming out, it sounds like a generic Double Dragon beat. You know, it needs another element. Some of the frequencies are harsh. I probably put a low pass filter on the bass to get rid of some of the high end frequencies. Because the frequencies of the bass are fighting with the frequencies of the synth. Bro, you've made harder beats than this before. I would just go into my next beat. That wouldn't be what I was hanging my hat up on for the weekend. It's all good. All right, Connor Hosey, we got you up next. Old Hove type beat. Let's go. I'm not downloading it, so you're going to have to resend it. Probably. Yeah, you're going to have to resend it. I'm not downloading it. I don't have no space to be downloading shit. No insult, but you can resend it as an MP3 and I'll listen to it. Come on, internet. I need you to work faster than you working right now, man. Your stream about to end. Because the internet is not working. Lit up, sick. I mean, like I've already clicked on sick, right? Click on it. Xfinity or Comcast, but it's all I can get here. And I'm on a whole stream, so it shouldn't be bad. shit was alright. The mix could be better. Like the bass was off with the beat, but it was a good bass pattern. Ron ain't playing her now. I think I'm out of here, y'all. I think I'm done with the stream. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm done with this stream. I think I'm done, y'all. Fuck it. I'll play these last two beats. Fuck it. Let's go. Come on, Aki. I'm not playing no more than 2 beats, though. This is it. This is it. Ooh. I wish I got a drop by now.